Hello, VOD watchers, and welcome to Psychonauts 2 with a Therapist Part 5. I hope you enjoyed Part 4 as much as I did. It was a real fun trip going through Mr. Compton's brain. I'm really excited to see what else we have coming up. If you are watching this video on YouTube and you are not subscribed, please take a second to subscribe to the channel. It is immensely helpful for discoverability so that more people can benefit from watching these. You don't have to turn on notifications, but you certainly can if you want to know when these are updated. If you ever want to catch me live, my live streams can be found over on Twitch. Please also make sure you leave a like if you enjoy it. Leave a comment if there's something that you feel compelled to tell me. I love reading the comments. I don't respond to all of them, but I do read all of them. And I love seeing them. So thank you so much for supporting my content. I appreciate it. If you've been binging it, I hope you've been enjoying it. Or if you're going episode by episode as they come out, thanks for that as well. It's been an absolute pleasure to play this game, and I'm excited to bring more at you tonight. So let's go to that bowling alley.
What a day.
Let's get this turned up. Make sure that the audio is good. All right, we good?
Almost time for my afternoon nap.
Open up!
That's how I walk
Look a
downstairs.
little young for the senior league,
I keep all my gray hidden under the helmet.
Ah, good tip. Watch it. This disinfectant spray is lethal.
Jeez.
Shouldn't you be wearing a mask?
Nah, I've got it in my blood.
Hey, Ford,
Shoes aren't ready yet.
what you doing there?
Trying to disinfect these bowling shoes. But I think I'm losing the fight.
Man, how bad are people's feet here?
Never mind.
Oh, I don't.
All right, we're going to stay away from his mind for a minute. I just want to explore for a second. See what else this place has to offer. Let's see if I can get a strike.
Yeah, well, might as well take some practice shots before the rest of the senior league gets here. You got a strike. Well,
Yeah!
I'll be.
Hell yeah!
Ooh, how pretty. You made a lily.
Damn it.
There's the dinner bucket. Ha ha.
Damn it. I want another strike.
Ooh, how pretty. You made a lily.
I'm sure Nona won't miss this old Guloki.
I'm just trying to round up all the cards in the Mother Lode to discourage gambling. Deck of cards. Damn it.
You know, there's no pins in the gutter, right?
Come on. Up! Ah!
Ouch. Ooh, 7-10 split.
I wish I could try to get the spares. Alright, last one. No, you didn't see that.
Turn.
There it is! Hell yeah!
Oh, yep. That supply chest is full of Psytanium, but my side pouch isn't big enough to hold it. I should get a bigger pouch at the automatic. I get a drink?
What, are you kidding?
Hey, Coach. Aren't you supposed to stay away from, you know, death machine plans?
This is no death machine, soldier. This is a machine of peace. To protect the people you love from Maligula.
Nice reframe, Coach.
What do you call your peace machine?
The Psychomech battle bot.
Are you still gonna make that thing?
Those penny pinchers cut it from the budget.
Well, maybe that's a good thing?
Yeah. Now I can make it without any official oversight.
How are you gonna make it without money?
Son, the less you know about it, the better.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Hey, don't you have an intern to take care of?
She's on an important mission. I sent her out to get some Nunya.
What's Nunya?
None
None of your business.
I saw Sam. And listen, I think she has some issues with animals.
What? She's a bull. Bulls love animals.
I wouldn't eat those pancakes she's making.
Eat them? No. We're using them as heat shield tiles for the Psychomech, so it doesn't burn up on re-entry.
Do you promise this isn't a plan to take over the world?
Rasputin, that was the old me.
Yeah, like 3 days old.
Anyway, with the money Forsyth's giving me, I couldn't take over this bar.
Might be for the better, as he sits there with full ammunition on his belt.
What do you think the mole is?
Oh, Sasha. 100%.
What?
I mean, that accent, right? It's weird. Where does it even come from?
Coach, I don't think...
Trust no one, Rasputin. No one.
Are you nervous about Maligula?
Let me put it this way. If that mass murderer did come back, who do you think she'd blame for what happened to her? Where would she come for revenge? Right here. I don't mean this bar, Raz. I mean the mother lobe.
Well, I'll leave you to your plans.
Plans that will save your life, soldier. Fools.
Hi, kid.
Hey,
Are you sure you're old enough to be an intern?
Yeah.
Watch out, intern.
hello.
Not now, kid. Busy.
All right, Ford, let me in.
Hey, Ford.
Shoes aren't ready yet.
Wait, what do you mean, Skog?
Would you mind if I stepped inside your mind for a minute?
Sure. Better than you stepping inside one of these shoes. I tell you, it's like Germ City in there.
This is our second time going in there, so this should be okay. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I need to get rid of that. Alright, that's fixed. Thank you. These are big bowling balls.
Giddy up! Whoa! Okay, it's just like a giant thought bubble, made of bricks. Gotta remember where I parked that thing.
Alright, so remember, we're inside Ford's mind now.
Oh,
Everything's quite large.
You aren't going to show these to the others, are you?
Is that your serious face or your super serious face?
Ford? Wow. Ford and Lucretia dated?
I don't know who Lucretia is, but...
The couple that came here on the date, Ford and Lucy?
Yeah, they were just here a second ago. Cute couple.
Any idea where they went?
They went bowling.
Duh! That away.
All the bowling balls are egg-shaped?
So, how's business?
Well, considering the world is going to end any moment, I'd say pretty good.
Did you say the world was about to end?
Yeah, look outside. You can already see the final spray forming in the sky.
Oh, it's a germ! It's a germ! Oh no!
Did you say the world was about to end?
Yeah, look outside. You can already see the
I
final
get
spray
it
forming
now.
in the sky.
I get it.
Here goes
Oh,
nothing.
yeah.
Woo! Oh, wow.
Oh, damn. Let's go. I feel like I'm in a Tim Burton movie.
Hey, look at that giant Ford head. Wonder if there's any brains in there.
More than you got, Sonny.
The end is coming!
Oh, give it a rest, guy.
Death is coming from above! Guy was right. All hail Guy the Prophet.
If there's a piece of Ford's mind, out of my way! I gotta get to that giant Ford head before the city is sanitized. Looks like Ford and Lucretia were actually quite an item.
Oh, man. Can I make this jump? Oh!
Hey
And
man,
jump!
what's the rush? Don't you
Damn it.
know the world's ending?
We got Matthew McConaughey germ here. A little more speed. Ah!
Hey, you down by that ball polisher. A little help.
Alright, we gotta get a tag for that baggage. True love never dies.
Rail crane, and you're gonna help me. I needs to fix that rail crane, and you're gonna help me, okay?
I think I hear some emotional baggage nearby.
Good.
Yeah, that pond's too slick to ride now.
There's another one right here, though.
Let's roll.
Please, don't mind me.
See if we can find the bag tag. Gotta remember that that's there.
Why don't you go home, Sonny?
Stay.
Come here. Come here, Vault. Ford and Lucy's first date. All right. There they are. Looking good. Ooh, and then she used water to do cool things. And he immediately fell in love, was in awe of her. Sneak into the car. Go bowling. Everybody else is like upset about how stinky the shoes are. They kissed on the first date. Aww.
You got me. Okay, now I'm in. That tickles.
I don't know if I don't know who the stinky one is though. Maybe it's Ford.
I'm gonna make you so sick.
And jump. Oh, I jumped too early. God damn it. Hey Dan, I hope this isn't considered backseat, but what is the? Why is his mind similar to the bowling center or city landscape. This is only a part of his mind, and it might be that people's minds are contextually varied. So because he's in the bowling alley right now, we're in his mind in the present moment. So potentially this is how he sees the bowling alley. I don't know the exact reason why, but that would be my best guess. Is that it would depend on where he is when we access him.
I know what you're up to, kid.
Ew, the slime is so sticky.
You know it. The kids must love it.
Do I know the best places to take you all on vacation or what?
Yeah! Yay!
Hey, there's the bag tag.
Suitcase tag. Gotcha.
Let's go. Can we go back up? Uh-oh. Oh no, this ball's getting all like coated.
This guy needs a duffel bag tag.
Of course he does. Come on, come on. And jump. Oh no! Oops.
Yep.
Can't do that. Oh! Oh, so close. There we go. Oh! Back up. Man, this thing is something else. Yeah! Thank you for the backstop. Appreciate it, sir. And yeah!
Aha! This looks like the way forward.
Yes, this is the way. The path to him is not always clear.
Thanks.
That's to him, huh? And... oh no!
Ah! Look out!
Hey,
Sorry. I'll pay for that.
Hey, I was in.
Excuse me.
Please!
Coming through.
Hey, I know that guy.
If I'm gonna get to Fort, I need to fix that broken rail on the Kingpin Express before someone arrests me.
Okay.
If this stuff wasn't in the way, I'd totally be riding that sick half pipe.
We gotta go. I don't know.
Ah, you're so brave. Why don't you do it?
I'm going to. I'm just waiting for
That's the stuff. Now, let's lay some track. When the world gets destroyed, I want it to be
Yes. Fix the Kingpin Express.
Buddy, that ain't the Kingpin Express. That's the foul line. It'll take you across town, but you gotta transfer to the Kingpin.
Man, this thing's big.
Yay!
What must get some control over your ride, man?
Alright, that's the starting area. Oh!
Kingpin Express, I'm coming your way.
Oh boy. Wobbly.
Oh!
Just keep out of my head, or you'll be sorry.
That's young Ford. So I wonder. So we're seeing. Okay, so now I just realized that that's young Ford. We're seeing some representation then of younger version of him. And I'll be curious to see a little bit more about
Just iron these
that.
clothes.
Because we saw his first date, and I wonder if something happened with that relationship, and maybe he has some disdain for how he was back in the day.
Hey, not
We'll see.
fair. Ah!
Oh! Alright. Good. Come on. Yeah. And up. And over.
Hi. Thanks for the ride.
It's over here. Okay. Everything is going to be fine. Yeah, this really does have Doomsday vibes, doesn't it? Like these germs know. They know their demise is coming.
You're my nugget now, okay?
I like that his nugget of wisdom was a piece of bacon. Alright, now I'm actually kind of curious. See how there's that, like, road over there? I don't know if I can jump over to that road or not.
You can squish me, but you can't squish the truth.
I want to go give it a try. See what I mean? Oh! Oh, it does work. Okay. Nice. Nice!
Yes, got the double back tag. No.
Alright, that was clutch. So now we go this way. Fall back down. Go back up.
Thanks. That
Nice.
helps spread out my suntan lotion.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Mom, that kid squished me.
Ah!
Break time's over, germs.
No elevator rides for the moment, I'm afraid.
I want to go up here.
Man, when is quit time?
As soon as we get this building up, now let's get to work.
Knock these pins over.
Working here.
Get this emotional baggage. Yeah. Okay. I hope we can go back to the beginning and get the duffel bag. Up here. Over.
Hey, everybody! Atlas working again, so Don't bother hoofing it upstairs on your own, whatever you do.
Hey, why'd you stop? Oh, come on, Elle. We talked about this.
Somebody get this kid off our construction site. Quit messing
Working on
around.
it. I'm working on it. Gotta get all the way up there. Alright, good. Okay, nice and easy.
Yes, back in action.
Oh, you're
Man.
gonna send me to an early grave, I'm telling you, kid.
Alright, we're gonna wait till it
Attention!
connects.
Our beloved
Hit the
elevator
backstop.
now goes all the way to the top. No need to climb up there on your own. In summary, all is well in the world again. Except, of course, that it's ending.
Half a brain. Get it? Yeah. Good. We're doing good here. I know my way around a bowling ball, apparently. Oh no! There we go.
It's about time. Now, let's get to work.
Oh, we're going to Lover's Lane. All right.
Ooh,
Yep.
this one's pretty.
Go through.
Have you found your path? Are you ready for the 10th frame?
Hey, we got all of
You
them.
better get out of here. Those germs aren't lying about the end of the world.
Here we go, Lover's Lane.
I think this Ford Lucretia romance was more serious than I realized. Hey, it's Ford and Lucy.
They were a split. Oh no, they're a split.
Sorry. Didn't mean to ruin your date.
It's here, just like I said.
Here comes the big
Oh no.
So beautiful.
Oh! We're literally in his mouth right now. Okay, that's weirdly detailed for... Ah, gross! We just watched the absolute genocide of the germs. Look at his tiny brain. With a shard of glass in it.
Hey, bowlers aren't allowed in here. Now get before I spray you. Don't touch that. That's private. Oh!
You loved her?
Her name is Lucretia, but I called her Lucy. And even from that first date in that grimy bowling alley, I knew. Knew that it was too good to last forever? Hey, all relationships end one way or another. Well, I just didn't think it would end so badly. Hey, cheer up. Even gutter balls return. Eventually.
So, it's a bummer. But it was actually kind of interesting to see that. I don't know if it's just because Ford is a psychonaut, so he's more sophisticated about these types of things. But seeing the way that he talks to himself is a very interesting phenomenon. If you want to know a little bit more about like internal systems, I recommend watching my lecture on YouTube about internal family systems, because it goes into some significant depth of what I'm going to talk about a little bit here. But sometimes people like to think about their internal world as having like different parts of themselves, or there's these different warring voices sometimes that are really kind of driven from different aspects of our learned experience and how we've been nurtured, different values that we have, different things that we've learned from other people. So Ford has like one side of him or part of him that is sad about the breakup and the way that it split, and probably has a considerable amount of self-judgment around it, maybe represented by the fact that he has a tiny brain in this. And then there's this other part that comes in as a reframer that sort of works to help cognitively shift the way that he's looking at it, so that maybe he feels better by saying things like, all good things must come to an end, every gutter ball comes back, you know, whatever it may be. These are all things that we'll say to folks sometimes to try to help minimize the sadness or the discomfort they're experiencing in a given moment. And if you don't have other people around to do that for you, you will leverage what you've heard various other people say to you. But sometimes we don't distinguish it as coming from other people, and we'll see it as ourselves. So for Ford, I would be interested to know, when he's interacting with himself there, which one of those is closer to his value? My guess would be the emotional one that was sad about it. And then which one is borrowed from an internalized figure or figures that he's gotten to know over his life that would say some of those cliches to help him feel better about it. And it's not to say that those cliches to help him feel better about it aren't bad, like aren't good. Like, they can be good. It can be helpful to have certain frames that help us move through a breakup, particularly if it didn't end on his terms. But that kind of internal dialogue can be a stressful thing for folks if they're not prepared to look at it as more of a like helpful thing, where we're just taking on different narratives and ideas to help deduce what the best decision to make going forward about a thing is. So I hope we get to see more of that so that we can do more analysis of Ford as it relates to that. What's your advice if you had any about combating addiction? You should go get treatment with somebody or a treatment center that knows how to help with addiction. Addiction's very hard to kick by oneself. It also very much depends on what you're addicted to. There's not anything I'm going to be able to say here that's going to make a big difference as far as it relates to that, but there is no shame in seeking help from a place that deals with addictions, or working with a certified alcohol drug abuse counselor or something like that can make a big difference. But it depends on what you're addicted to, because combating addiction manifests itself different ways depending on the substance or how psychologically attached a person is or whatever it may be, and the treatment plan is going to vary as a result of that. So seek professional help is my advice there.
Got one piece of Ford's mind connected. Now for the other two. I
Just
hope I'm doing
want
the
to
right
say
thing,
that
Agent Zanotto is right. We'll need Ford at full capacity if we're going to have a chance against Maligula.
I also just want to say thanks for being here, whether you're watching the VOD or whether you're here live. I appreciate you immensely. And as a reminder for those that are here for the live stream, please do not spoil. Or if you leave a comment on YouTube, please do not spoil or backseat the game. It is not appreciated. Y'all have been doing a good job, so thank you. All right, let's get out of here. So now... Alright, now we gotta go maybe look at mailroom Ford.
me, Raz, from Whispering Rock. I need to come in there and talk to you.
Sorry, senior staff only.
What? Really? Senior staff? Fine. I'll get Nick. He's senior staff. I think.
All right, Nick. I would say it's probably good for us to go to agents then. This isn't Nick, I don't think, is it?
Hi, Sasha.
That's Sasha, right?
Rasputin?
I'll let you get back to the interrogation. Sorry I can't help.
You've done a lot, Rasputin. Thank you.
Nice, Angelino. That's awesome. I gotta remember where Nick is. Well, that's neat.
Oh. Yeah. Is this a bad time, Mia?
I always have time for my Kirinjinho.
Are you worried about Maligula?
Well, she died in the Battle of Grulovia, but sometimes the idea of someone is more dangerous than the person themselves. Her followers are what scare me. When someone devotes their life to a memory, they're capable of anything.
You're wrong. You want to know why that is? It's because you can never know the entirety of another person, no matter how hard you try. It could be a person that you spend 50 years with in an intimate relationship. You will never know all of that person. However, you can get closer to the reality of that person because of spending time with them. But the farther away and the less connected you are to a specific person, the more that you fill in gaps of that person's wholeness with your own assumptions and projections. And she's right, because we can idealize people in very profound ways, in ways that aren't even accurate to who that person is. We can also idealize people in such a way that we carry within ourselves the idealized form of that person rather than the real person, in which case that real person will never live up to the way they're idealized in your mind, which is not good. We also will forego certain boundaries and sensibilities in lieu of an idealized version of a person if we don't take the time to get to know them. Celebrities are a perfect example of this. We idealize the shit out of celebrities. We look at people who are famous and we fill in a whole bunch of gaps with our own projections. Things they say, such and such, I've heard is such a bitch in real life, or they seem like such an amazing person, or whatever. But where it gets really scary is when people who are charismatic prey on folks who are vulnerable and are looking for purpose, because they can exemplify wishful identification traits that the people around them will be drawn to because they become a source of projections that are ideal for that person. And it's bad for people who are creating that idealization because they're off the mark in terms of the reality of a person, and it's bad for the person who's idealized because it creates an expectation that they will inherently never be able to fully live up to. What she said there is totally true. Parasocial relationships can certainly be akin to that sort of process career, yes. Yeah, the gang chased the idea of freedom, not the actual freedom itself. Yes, in Red Dead, it's a great example. But yeah, I mean, and we all do this. We all do this. You can't really get away from it. You will never know another person fully. And you just have to accept that, and you have to be careful with the gaps that you see and how you fill those gaps, because oftentimes the way that you fill those gaps says a lot more about you than it does about that person. You can use the way you perceive the people around you to get a better idea of your own way of operating within a social environment. That's something that sometimes I'll help people do in therapy.
Are you meditating?
In a way, I'm reaching out to detect ripples in the psychic network around the world.
What are you doing that for?
I'm trying to find the illusionist activity around the world and report it to Agent Forsyth down in the nerve center.
Ripples?
A name like Maligula carries heavy emotional baggage for many people. It's like a large stone dropped in a pond. Ripples spread out, bounce off each other. If you know how to read the patterns, they can lead you to the source.
Damn, this chick's awesome.
Can I ask you about the Psychic Six?
Of course, Rasputin.
Are any of them still around?
Oh, yes. Besides Ford, you know, there's Otto Mentalis out in his workshop, still tinkering with his gadgets. Sasha is his #1 customer. Dogenbull's grandfather, Compton, is here as well, but he keeps to himself. The other survivors have gone their own ways, unfortunately.
What happened to Helmut Fullbear?
Oh, that poor soul was lost in the Battle of Grulovia. I wish I could have met him. He seemed to have such a love of life and color.
Victoria, thank you for 37 months at Tier 3. You are awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you for all you do as a mod. I don't know why you're still awake, though.
Did you ever meet Cassiopeia?
No, but I read her book, Mindswarm. Very inspiring. I'm actually using some of her multitasking techniques right now, talking to you while I work.
Did you ever work with Lily's great-uncle, Bob Zanato?
Oh, yes, poor Bob. He lost so much in the battle. It really took a toll on him. I know it was very difficult for Truman to let him go, but it was getting dangerous. Oh, what that poor family has endured.
Well, enough about those guys.
Yes, let's talk about us.
What do you think about those casino papers, Mia?
Well, they were very disturbing, I'll say that. Dripping with resentment and a fishy smell.
That's the caviar. Great job on the casino mission, Dustpan.
Not so bad yourself, Egg Beater.
Ah, well, you know.
Now I know you would never tinker with my mind like that, darling, because I would levitate you to the moon.
Understood. Is it pronounced Mia or Mila?
Well, it's short for Camila, you know? But when I first started here, Sasha mispronounced it and I thought it was so cute. I didn't have the heart to correct him, and now I kind of like it, darling.
Oh. Thank you for the sub, Courier.
Are you worried about Truman?
To be honest, I've never seen him like this before. But he's very tough, and he has his fearless daughter in there now taking care of him.
Have you talked to Sasha lately?
Sasha and I are always talking. Oh, he says hello.
Find out anything new, Agent Bodello?
No, darling, and I hate it. How about you?
I have some leads, but nothing to report yet.
Oh, that sounds exciting, darling.
Well, I'll stop bothering you now.
Never a bother, darling. Ciao.
You know how I feel about that. But now we know where that comes from. Because we've met Rasputin's family. Rasputin's mere presence in his family is bothersome. And being still a child, it would make complete sense to me that Rasputin has internalized his presence as a bother. And if you want a really good example of projection, this is it. Rasputin projects bothersomeness into Mia and assumes that she is bothered by him being there and asking questions, without any data to support that. She answered all our questions. She kept calling me darling. She seemed to be very happy that I was there. But Rasputin is so stuck in his projection of bothersomeness that he doesn't take the time to read the room. And a lot of times people with social anxiety, this is what they get stuck in, is they get so wrapped up in their projections that they don't pay attention to actual hard data. And you have to intentionally do that. There is plenty to suggest here that she has no problem with us being here and she does not perceive us as bothersome. And so instead of Rasputin taking that on himself, realizing that that's something he's projecting and isn't indicative of reality, he names it in an effort to get her to reassure him that he's not bothersome. When she says, oh, it's not a bother, my dear, that's fine, but it's not actually helpful to Rasputin because he is already presupposing that he is bothersome when he engages with her. And that reassurance from her is not actually going to stop him from thinking that he's not bothersome. Because what he learns there is that he's only not bothersome if somebody tells him he's not bothersome, which means that unless he's told he's not bothersome, he is bothersome. So it perpetuates that projection. Rasputin needs to take it upon himself to read the feedback of the room and then avoid pushing that out towards her. And if he is bothersome, allowing her to tell him that on her own volition. If she doesn't tell him that, he can assume that he is not bothersome to her. Don't police other people's boundaries. Don't police other people's assumptions. And yes, this does apply to people who over-apologize because they often apologize assuming that they're burdensome or have wronged somebody when they may not have actually done that. It puts people in a position to have to defend the fact that they don't see you a certain way that you see yourself. And if you get really hardcore about that, some people get so wrapped up in their projections that they just won't listen when people go against those projections, and it can be infuriating for the people around you because you get really tired of having to reassure that person that they're not bothersome. If you think you're bothersome, fine, but don't assume that I share that assumption. Because what happens is you actually inadvertently will become bothersome by seeking reassurance for the fact that you're not bothersome. And then it's a whole self-fulfilling prophecy. You don't want to be the person that says, see, I told you so about your own projections. Something I'm very passionate about. Congrats, Sathron.
Hey!
Psy cards piling up. Turn them into brand new mental connection pins available. Good selection.
That's your side blast to stun if you'd rather not do damage. Interesting. He's telling me to pet your furry forest friends. Ooh. I mean, I guess we should probably do that.
Careful how you use that one, Sonny. Don't be a stranger.
Alright, let's upgrade. Remember reading a thread about this, one of the things that stuck with something about how little do you think the other person that they would feel negatively about you. Yeah. I mean, it's true. You're making an assumption about a person's convictions toward you without any data from that person to suggest it's true. I really, really, really believe in letting people tell you if they're bothered by you. Okay, and I got 5 more still.
Nothing like a little clairvoyance booster shot.
Gotta remember where Nick is. I don't remember where he is.
Be a rank riser, not card miser. Combine your Psy cards with a Psy core from the automatic.
There's also Barber.
Psy cards piling up. Turn them into Psy challenge markers with a Psy core from the automatic.
Oh, I can come in now. Neat. Yeah, the soundtrack is incredible in this game.
Excuse me, Ford?
Sorry, with a client right now. Obviously.
Think you'll be done with that haircut soon?
Please, you can't rush an artist.
I see a big missing chunk on this side.
What's that?
Not to fear, only temporary. All part of the process.
Would you mind if I jumped into your mind for a second? Just to even out some split ends.
If it'll keep you quiet, then go right ahead.
All right, let's see what we got now. It is Madame. Same guy. He's split into different parts. We have to reintegrate him. Yeah, so it is very contextually based. So this is his mind in the barbershop. This is cool. I like this. A lot of hair everywhere.
Someone's looking a little shaggy. Well, not to worry. A fresh cut and you'll feel like a whole new person. Just make sure you cut away the right parts, or your old friends will recognize you.
I'm here to recover a piece of Ford's mind, and something tells me it's up in that lighthouse.
Interesting that he sees himself as essentially like an overlord in all of these different scenarios.
Yep.
I don't really know quite what to make of that, but it definitely stands out. Maybe in part because he's kind of like master of his domain. He's gotten good at
This nugget is saying to me, take me away.
essentially like being aware of his own mind. Like in some way, I think like some of these things with Ford, there's a lot of extra metacognition where he's like aware of his own thought processes and values and convictions, partially through being older but also through continuing to be mindful of it as a psychonaut. Shit. Malik razors. The sharpest blade is the one you never feel. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Damn it. The sea of hair. Swing on a bobby pin. Love it. There's one thing that annoys me in this game. It's that all this stuff like goes flying instead of like being able to. What are these things? These rats?
Ugh. I can't jump with these things on. Oh, this is frustrating.
Shit. Okay. Off of me. So it's by design, obviously. I can't double jump over them.
Almost had it. I just need to focus a little longer than I could. Therefore, they made asbestos.
What? You want flammable bugs on your head? Not safe.
I hate these things. I wish I could just blow them away.
Iron Tight. Military hairstyles and news. The Tsar's mysterious new weapon, friendly floods. Wait, do I go over here? Oh, okay, wait a minute. So maybe I come over here, and then I go this. It's still attached to me when I do this.
Turn it on. Oh, yeah. Get lost, lights.
You think you get rid of those
there
things,
we go.
But they always seem to come back.
Okay. There we go.
Now this is their home. You're just a...
Yeah.
Die, you annoying pests.
Oh my. Well, accidents happen.
Yeah, that was no accident. That was brilliant problem solving.
Agreed. La Crew Noire. Renew and dapper you.
Oh. Yep. Almost. Here's the steamer trunk tag.
That's not what I want. I want fire. I like that these guys have awesome hair in here.
No. No.
Nice little touch. I like little details like that so much. Tide's turn in Grulovia. New war minister rides wave of victories. Oh, shit. Did she go bad? Oh, no. Oh, he might be in love with somebody who turned into a nasty dictator, maybe. Get back here. Psychonauts summoned. Oh, paranormal person of the year is Maligula. Oh no, is Lucy Maligula? Damn destruction drowns dozens in destabilized dictatorship. Tsar flees coup d'etat. Can one stop the mad Maligula? Oh no! Oh no, look how worried everybody is. Compton's there. I'm on a mission. I'll get her back. Oh no.
Yep.
I don't want to make an assumption yet because I don't know if that's actually what happened, but if it is, oh my dude. Of course he's going to question his judgment. That's not his fault.
No.
Scouts are here. Damn it.
What? You want flammable bugs on your head? Not safe.
Oh, this is frustrating.
All right.
Sorry, insects, but you're in my way.
Another spill.
What have you done?
Cleaned up the streets?
Those were peaceful protesters, Lucy.
No.
Lucy?
I love it, Dis. Oh, man.
I think I hear something.
Yeah, I'm gonna be interested to see how he's making sense of this. What an awful dissonant experience to have somebody who you love start doing things
Lucy,
that are against your
is
values.
it really you?
Ford, it's me, Raz.
Are you really the same person I used to know?
Ford, I just saw you. Remember the bacon?
I can't even recognize the person you've become. I feel a bad storm gathering. Drawn close. Very close. Hey guys, that's a little bit too close, okay?
No. I wasn't expecting relationship tragedy tonight. Damn it.
minute. You're not Lucy.
It is such a relief to hear you say that.
You're something from deep inside her. Something dangerous we accidentally unlocked.
Small brain again.
Hey, you lousy little Mike, how'd you get in here? Don't push me. I'll gargle a whole bottle of hydrocide if I need to.
Lucretia went to Grulovia.
She went back to protect her family, to help her country. Oh, but it changed her. War changes everybody. Inside all of us, we all have dark roots. Well, sometimes we need that darkness to survive. Careful. Sometimes it's hard to get it back in the bottle.
Oh, sorry, Ford. I dozed off there for a sec. Ford? Huh. I guess he finished up. Well, if you see Ford, tell him he did a great job. I feel like a completely different person.
Only one more piece of Ford's mind to reconnect.
So is Ford seeing any psychic invaders as Lucy because he naturally assumes only she'd attempt to meddle with his head? That is right in line with where I was going to go with this, Jai, so I really like that thought. Yeah. He's got a pretty strong mind, pretty good intestinal fortitude, at least from what we can tell, and probably believes that he is generally of sound mind and body, but when you love somebody, if you're not careful, that can have a really strong impact on your mind. And that's not a bad thing. I think a lot of us invite that at times. We like the idea that we can be vulnerable and influenced by somebody or some folks that we perceive as being safe and we're intimate with. But that can also lead to people blowing past whatever boundaries they would have ever reasonably thought they'd have. And for Ford, I'm guessing he probably hung in there with empathy for her longer than he generally would have because of the fact that they were romantically involved. And in this scenario, if he has certain controls in place to stop himself from being influenced by a person like her or from any sort of outside threat, then yeah, his perception that somebody could infiltrate his mind would probably be assumed to be her. Because my guess is more than anybody else in his life, she probably had that effect on him. It's really, really something that he had to reconcile things that were irreconcilable with her. I don't know enough about the relationship yet, but my guess is that he has had to figure out a way to process this in a way that is empathic toward himself, maybe somewhat empathic toward her, but also holds her accountable for the decisions she made and maybe some of the decisions that he made relative to that. And I'll be curious to see if there's any part of him that blames himself for it. If there's something he could have said, something he could have done. If he feels inadequate because the person that meant the most to him let him go for an ideal that he doesn't believe in. And thus that just destroyed his self-esteem because now he's been... You know, it would be like if somebody, it would be like if Allie, my wife, decided to leave me to go join the Nazi party. Like there are some folks that would look at that and be like, oh my God, like, am I worse than a Nazi in the mind of the person that I love? Right? Like, think of how terrible that would be. It'd be an awful scramble. Now, sure, you can cognitively move your way through that and be like, no, that's a terrible decision that she made, and it's probably for the best that we're done if that's where she was going to go, but it doesn't change how emotionally tumultuous that is. Brutal stuff, man. This guy's got some demons as it relates to this, obviously, because it's what's coming up in his mind every time we go in there.
Making progress, but what if Maligula shows up here? And Ford's not ready. I need to hurry up.
Oh.
I know it's only for emergencies, but I
Alright, I'll
really
be right back.
feel like trying out
I gotta pee real
improved
quick.
pyrokinesis.
This poor guy. Alright, mail clerk Ford. Gain access to secure mailroom. Get a spare brain. If anybody's gonna have a spare brain around, it would be Otto Mentalis. He did say I should stop by his lab in the quarry. Okay. In we go. Oh yeah, Courier. I wasn't expecting it either. I really thought this game was just going to be kind of a fun little diversion before we play Grand Theft Auto, and it turns out this game is ridiculously deep. We've had some really intense conversations because of this game, and I am appreciative of that. I do want to say really quick, for everybody who's here live or if you're watching the VOD, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you immensely. I'm so glad that you take the time out of your day or night to watch my streams and to consume my content. It means the world to me. Those of you that support the stream financially, thank you for doing that with subs and gifted subs and Prime subs and all that stuff. If you're a member on YouTube, thank you for that as well. If you've purchased any merch or tipped or anything like that as well, thanks for supporting what I do. It means a lot to me. I love seeing so many of you here, and I love interacting with you while I play this. And I love reading the comments on YouTube. You guys are awesome.
Scanning for fingerprint. Access granted.
Nice to see you again, Rasputin. And you've managed to stay clothed. Very good.
Wow. Look at all these gadgets.
Gadgets?
Sorry, machines. Psycho-reactive technology?
Rasputin, I thought you would recognize these for what they are. These are dreams. Where do you think machines come from? They spring forth from the human imagination. They are human thought made
super cool.
Real.
Love that.
I invented that one when I was angry. When I designed that one, I was sad. That one, I was just hungry.
Incredible.
Glad you like them. You know, I'm not supposed to check out equipment to interns, but Agent 9 seems to put a lot of faith in you, my boy. So, if you'd like to try one out, just let me know.
Oh, man.
try all of them out.
You shouldn't be back here. It's not safe. Also, personal bubble.
Good boundaries, man. But apparently I don't care.
Approved hazing rituals for
This video contains sensitive information about the Psychonauts as well as outdated advice that could cause serious mental injury if followed. Let's go away too fast.
Yep. Card. Oh. Got a side card. Yep. So many brains.
All voluntarily donated upon death. I have all the paperwork. Somewhere.
These people are all dead?
Their bodies are, and their brains are no longer capable of thought. But I've preserved them here, in the brain frame.
What for?
Experiments.
Ew. Really?
No room for the squeamish in psychic science, Sonny. The mind is the final frontier of humanity, and we've only begun to explore its mysteries. That is, after all, the true mission of the Psychonauts. Someday, my brain will live here, and yours too.
What?
Should have read that NDA more carefully.
Oh no. Olive brains. Evaluate unprocessed minds for assignment and dispersal. Oh my god. These the credits? If these are the credits, that makes me so happy.
This brain gives me the creeps.
I really hope
Hey, I think I know this
this is
one.
everybody in the game who made the game and everybody got to decide this. Codename Spatula. Cause of death playing pinball.
This one seems nice.
Coffee brewer. Cause of death video games.
They're all starting to look the same to me.
Or, oh yeah, maybe these are the Kickstarter people.
Probably a good thing this brain is in a jar.
Regardless, that's super cool.
That one looks a little soggy.
Low brash. Alright. Heptadome Harry.
Hey, this one looks not bad. Not bad at all.
Cause of death abandonment? Question mark? Oh god. That's probably not good. Mary, thank you for gifting that sub to Disdain. I appreciate that. Alright, give me that one. That abandonment piece is gonna probably matter. Almost guaranteed. You.
Probably been a long time since you've had a visitor. I hope you don't mind pop-ins.
Oh, this is not what I was expecting. Oh, shit.
Maybe I'm too late. Doesn't seem to be any life left here. Oh, hello. Can you hear me?
Hi.
My name is Raz.
I'm 343
Who are
Guilty
you?
Spark.
How long have you been in here? What's your name?
Sorry. Oh, you. Sorry, I just haven't talked in such a long time. Oh my gosh, is that my voice? Is that what I sound like? What do you sound like? Oh my gosh, who are you? Are you not me?
My name is Raz.
Words. Words? You're saying words to me? What was that non-word sound I just made? Am I dying? No, not dying. I feel alive. Very alive. Who are you? Who am I? Am I anything? Am I everything? Am I God? Oh, I'm
not sure, but I feel like I might be God, or the universe, or the ultimate cosmic oneness, or something in that jam. Am I right?
Well, basically, right now, you're kind of a brain in a jar.
Huh?
But if you can remember your name, we might be able to find out what happened to your body.
I can't remember much of anything.
I believe you are suffering from extreme sensory deprivation. Years with no physical input has caused your memory and identity complexes to atrophy.
Oh, I am not ready for words that big yet.
I happen to know of a body that needs a brain right now to keep it out of trouble. If I were to place you in that body, you would start to receive fresh sensory input, which could trigger some of your lost memories.
That's not entirely wrong.
Do it! Wait, what's a body? Aren't we all one?
I'll be right back.
What? Where can you go? This is everything.
I promise to be quick. While I'm gone, you try to remember stuff.
Okay, but please hurry. I'll try to remember when I created the universe. Or when I destroyed it.
I love everything about this.
If I put this brain into Nick's body, I think I'd be helping them both out. As well as helping me to get into the mail clerk's private office.
Put it back in the jar,
Come with me,
Raz.
handsome.
Go! God!
Half brain will travel. Back to the mailroom to put it in Nick's head.
Okay. Okay. All right. So after we just, kiss the brain, there is something that is actually quite true about that, which is our brain is truly the most fascinating thing, I think, really in the universe. The human brain is really something else. And sensory input can indeed be something that kicks off certain memories. Smell, for example, is one that will really get people. Smell is the sense that is tied the longest to memory. So if all of a sudden somebody opened a jar near you that smelled like your grandmother's house, you will instantly transport back to your grandmother's house if you have that unique smell. Some of you may even know what that smell is just by me saying it. It's kind of incredible. And that is how sometimes, the brain is very contextual. It's why if you are in college or high school or whatever, you should take the test for the class in the same seat that you learned all of the material in. There's actually research that shows you will do better if you sit in the exact same spot when you take a test. There are sometimes where teachers will scramble the room around, and that's actually not good. If you have assigned seating, people need to take the exam in the same place if they can, because they will do better, because there are so many contextual variables that go in to affecting the brain's ability to remember certain things. And yes, I am serious, Daniel. Yes, that is a thing. Nice job, madame. But yeah, the brain is really something else. So when Raz says that to God, we'll call it God, he's not wrong. I get a sense that there's still some stuff we haven't learned how to do yet.
Nobody's eaten you yet? Well, don't take it personally. Agent Mentalis?
Yes, Rasputin?
No, it did not, Denosis.
Got any cool devices to lend out?
Shh. Interns aren't allowed to check out my devices. But if you were to take your time, say, delivering one of these to Sasha or Mia, well, that would be none of my business. This one is a thought tuner. Use it to find stray thoughts floating around the world. And this psi-enhanced camera is for creating photographic memories. I'd train you how to use them, but that would only increase my legal liability. Have fun.
Okay.
And thanks for delivering those items to Sasha and Mia.
You're welcome.
What's your theory on the mole?
Oh, I really haven't thought too much about it. Maybe I should make a lie detector.
So is Maligula as bad as people say?
Oh, I don't like to think about that name. If my device had just worked better that day, so many things would be different now.
Oh. Tell me more.
What device did you build to fight Maligula?
The Hyper-Hyglaciator. It amplified our hydrokinetic powers and allowed us to freeze water semi-permanently. But Maligula threw our friend Helmet in the water just before the device went off. He was frozen so deeply in my hyper-ice, we were never able to recover his body. Only Ford saw it happen, and he's unable to tell us where to look for it.
How do these machines make contact with your mind?
The secret is the Psytanium. It's a psychoreactive quartz-like mineral that responds to and amplifies psychic energy. It vibrates with the psychic waves, driving the machines.
Well, I ought to let you get back to work.
Oh my god,
Very,
Rez.
very humorous.
The auto shot camera allows Raz to take photos in both physical and mental worlds. Additional filters can be purchased to style your photos.
Maybe over here.
Thought Tuner lets Raz tune into the energy of stray thoughts floating around the physical world. The gadget equipped, hold right trigger to go into detailed search mode. Just follow the beeps. You reckon there's any stray thoughts around here?
That's enough of that. I'm getting the sense there are some stray thoughts near here. This is promising. Aha! There are some stray thoughts.
Oh. Interesting. Okay.
Hello, side challenge.
That's nice that Raz gives me a prompt for that.
Yep.
Hey, you guys were just kidding with that story about the green needle witch, right?
I don't remember if I went over here yet. I didn't. Alrighty. Ah.
Is that straight thoughts I'm picking up? Thoughts! Straight thoughts!
Climb, Raz. Yo, what up, fam?
Hi, Lily.
You here to take me into custody?
I'm sorry about that note.
You don't have to apologize. I'm the one who's sorry. I'm just sensitive because I am guilty.
What?
Guilty of what?
I'm guilty of being a terrible daughter. I've been a jerk to my dad all year, and now I might never talk to him again.
Remember, she thinks he's like in a coma / possibly dead. And this is a very quick example of when I say death is a cutoff, it's what I mean. There are theories that talk about what happens to our anxiety and sense of self when cutoffs happen in relationships. Essentially, when people initiate cutoffs, it sets anxiety into place or crystallizes it. It leaves anything that has to do with that person completely unresolved. It's why death has different impacts on different people and cutoffs have different impacts on different people, because it will hold things in place. So as far as she knows, she's going to have to resolve all of the anxiety she has about the nature of her relationship to her father herself, because her father's not around to be able to do that. Death is the ultimate cutoff for that. It leaves people through grief to have to process these things on their own and sort of leverage the internal object they have of that person and have conversations with that internal object and resolve it that way, because you can't resolve it with the actual person that's present. So her having amplified distress, knowing that her father may not return to her, is exactly what we would expect. And it takes a lot of work to be able to move through that, given that she doesn't have access to her father. Now, if she gets access to her father, she will have the opportunity to resolve some of that stuff. But when people initiate cutoffs, that's what you do, essentially. It doesn't make anxiety goes away, it just holds it in place. And people are left to their own devices to navigate it.
You'll talk to him again.
How can you be so sure, Raz?
I'm not going to disclose. He's only pretending to be asleep.
I just know.
I wish I did. My psychic senses tell me that something is really wrong with him. I've been reaching out, and he's just not there.
Why do you feel like you've been a jerk?
He made me go to Whispering Rock, even though I thought it was kid stuff. I was mad, and the last thing I said to him was, I never want to follow in your footsteps.
That's okay. See, that's my dad every day. Ah, that's nothing. God, none of these are useful.
It's cool. A lot of kids are mean to their parents these days.
Well, not me. That's why I have to fix him. That can't be the last thing I say to him.
Anything I can do to help?
Well, actually, there is something I need.
Just name it.
There's a very special fungus that only grows in damp parts of the questionable area.
Say no more. I'm on it.
Thanks, Raz.
Oh, I wish I'd have found her earlier.
Looks like this is where Lily comes to work out some of her darker thoughts.
Oh.
I never wrote him any letters when I was at camp.
However, there is something to be learned from her experience, which is that if there are people that you appreciate that you're holding on to massive grudges for or whatnot, and you want to resolve it with them, do it while you can. Alright, let's deliver this brain.
I'm sensing some stray thoughts nearby. Okay, let's see if there are any stray thoughts around. Found some thoughts. Thanks, Thought Tuner. I'll take that card.
What is this?
Sensing some stray thoughts around. Catch you, stray thoughts. Aha! There are some stray thoughts.
This thing's super useful.
Hey, Harold. Seen Fort Color around here lately?
I shouldn't be doing this.
Damn it.
Gotta be.
Is it break time yet?
There you go.
Can't leave this card lying around. Oh!
Mailroom.
Scanning. Access. Granted.
Nick!
TV.
Again?
Nick, how would you feel about an upgrade to your sense of self-protection?
Ooh.
Can you hear me? Ball of
Oh
light.
boy, he's gonna be
Are
something
you in
else
there?
here. Remember abandonment.
Light, dark, and every flavor in between. But all these colors are just one band in this sensual rainbow of rainbows.
Oh boy.
What is this room, and how can I taste it all at once? And who composed this
Yeah,
symphony?
I don't really care that much to know this, and I don't want it spoiled.
One symphony is beautiful, but 100 all at once? Oh God, I can smell the Big Bang. There's an ant in the wall that's grinding its teeth. Everythingness, oneness, nothingness, nothingness, nothingness. Is
Poor
this
guy.
cashmere? It's too delicious.
I should really go back in there, but I'm just a little scared.
This is gonna be really fascinating. Oh, damn! Oh, wow.
I can see everything in my blindness.
Oh, no.
Hey, Nick, I've got something here that will help.
Is it a blindfold? Earplugs?
Better.
Ooh, I don't know if you want to come
This guy's like basically on drugs. This is gonna be trippy. Oh boy.
Whoa, 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 what the? Ball of light? Are you in here?
Flashing light warning, I'm guessing. Oh my god.
I'm here. Everything's here. Too many things are here.
You're experiencing a sensory overload. Try to stay calm.
Sensory overload actually makes a ton of sense. And I'm gonna explain a little bit, just from a developmental standpoint, why this is pretty accurate to if this was possible, what would happen. Development is a huge part of the reason why we don't freak out at the world around us, because we learn it in bits and pieces. You touch certain things, you taste them, you smell them, people tell you what they are, humans share symbolism through language. You slowly acquire information as you grow up. And when you're a child, you have so much plasticity in your developing brain that using those experiences to synthesize that new information into expectations of the environment happens super fast and really seamlessly because you have the flexibility for it. So when you enter various contexts, your brain can keep up. Now, we have evolved such that we've created technology that allows us to travel to places that are completely different from what we're used to, or engage in virtual worlds that maybe don't sync up with what we are used to, or we can take drugs that will give us experiences that we're not used to because of the biological ramifications of them. And that can create sensory overload, because if you put too much novelty in front of somebody with not enough symbolism and representation to make sense of what it is, it will overload your brain with anxiety and craziness, because you can't process it, and your brain from an evolutionary standpoint perceives it to be risk, and that you're in massive danger. So this is what happens when you, like, if you took a person who grew up in like a really rural country that never really saw much technology and plopped them in New York City, they would freak out, because you can only use what's been representative to you to make sense of the world around you. So the fact that this brain went from basically nothing to being plopped into Nick's body vessel, this sensory overload is exactly what I would expect, because an adult brain doesn't have the same level of plasticity as a child brain. We're plopping an already fully developed brain into a new body that is perceiving things differently than probably the body that this brain was used to, which is wild when you think about it. Also, H-Tom Servo, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Why do some people still have sensory overload? It depends. Sensory overload can still, like, overstimulation is something that, you know, the brain may have certain sensitivity to the environment relative to an experience that it had back in the day. Sometimes it's trauma, sometimes it's, I mean, it could be any number of things. It's hard to say exactly why one specific person would have sensory overload, but it definitely can still happen. But overstimulation, where it's hard to figure out what to attend to, sends the brain into a scramble.
Whatever you do, don't have a
panic attack. Yep. There it is. Right on cue.
Flight response is triggering. I say flight. My heart is racing. I have a heart. You're handling this so much
While I
better
fight
than
this, if you're currently watching this video on YouTube, I definitely encourage you to watch my video on panic attacks. I have one on YouTube. It's all about panic attacks, how to manage them if you get them, how to manage them if somebody you know is having one, how they happen, and what to expect.
beat it. It's just too fast.
Dear universe, please shut up! There we are. This is good. Let's stay here.
There we go. We're grounded. All right, Mary, I think we're good. This is the goal when you have a panic attack, is to get grounded, to focus on something in the present that you can anchor yourself to. You got calm music. Oh, this is awesome. It can sometimes be a memory.
I don't like the looks of these, but I guess they're a sign that he's remembering something.
Yes, they are. Unfortunately, activating grounding while panicking is not this simple.
This is a good memory.
But it is the ideal, and if you can learn what specifically works for you for grounding, you can make it happen faster and faster as a panic attack comes along. Also, fun fact, when people develop really strong coping mechanisms and an ability to ground themselves, they often find that they can preemptively stop panic attacks because they know that they have the skills to handle them if they do panic. It's very interesting how that works. When you know that you can handle a panic attack, it's less likely to happen, because panic attacks usually happen when you get anxious about being anxious.
Where are we?
Shh. It's a quiet place.
Fortunately, the world is not generally going to be conducive to a quiet quiet place.
I think I hear someone knocking.
Yes,
I don't
each time
hear
it is.
anything. I don't hear anything.
Come in?
I would never want Raz to be the one that invites that in. Okay, I understand that this isn't like something that would happen in real life, but you don't want somebody external inviting stimulus into a person's grounding or quiet place. The person who's in charge of the quiet space and the grounding is the one that would want to do that. Raz taking it upon himself to open that up is a terrible idea. Absolutely terrible. Do not condone what Raz just did.
Hey, I know you. You're Vision.
Yeah, and you're needed on stage. Come on, Psy King.
My dark place.
That was Ford. That was Ford's voice. We were in a vault. Oh shit. Cell shaded. This is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm happy to have an audience again.
Is this Johnny Silverhand?
Got the first tag.
I think they want the feast.
This is so cool. 263 of these in here? Sergeant Pepper time. That's a... Yeah, we're going to the Yellow Submarine tonight, friends. Oh, man.
You know, Vision sounds a lot like my friend Ford. Were you in a band with Ford Cruller?
Good old Vision. He always had such a good eye for, you know, visuals.
I see. Well, maybe when your full memory returns. You know what this crowd wants?
Yeah, they came for a feast of the senses.
So give it to them.
Oh, wow, man, it's been so long, I don't even know where my violin is.
What is a feast of the senses? Is it a band?
Well, it's more than a band, man. It's a non-stop festival of sights, sounds, smells, feelings, and flavors. And yes, it was our old band. Our old friends.
This is so cool because this is essentially a representation of what the brain of a child is like.
Who was in the band?
Besides me, there was Tasty, Dr. Touch, Audio, Sniffles, and of course on the mic we had the Psy King.
What happened to the feast?
Well, the audience just disappeared one day, and the band drifted apart. I'd do anything to get the band back together again.
I'll find your violin. Just tell me where you last used it.
Can I even remember what it looked like? If only you could see the world
The way I see it.
More flashing lights. Oh, I wasn't ready to go into this guy's mind.
I thought the inside of an eyeball would be goopier.
Huh. This kind of reminds me of our old stage setup. Coincidence?
I wasn't done exploring yet.
Check, check, check.
What's that, a new friend?
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2, 3.
What are you doing? Oh, that's right. It's that kind of world.
Ooh, pretty.
I just want to hang out here like all night.
Eyes are the window. Color is the bridge.
Are you copper bottoming them, my man? No, I'm aluminiuming them, my man. Check 1. Check 1. Check 1. Or is this 2?
I'm aluminium, them, my man. $15, little man.
Man, those things are too fast.
Check this out.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. When you're alone as long as I was, time loses some of its meaning, and your perception of it becomes your reality. Want to give it a try?
Hell yeah. Time bubble can alter the flow of time for mass-moving objects, and enemies use it to chill things out when they're getting too hectic. Happily. This is so awesome.
Is this all the colors there are? I'm starting to remember that there might be more.
There are more colors, man. It's not just greens and yellows.
Yep. Is that a fish? I think it's a fish. Or a bus. I forget which is which.
Check 1. Check. Sibilance.
Well, you rode on it, so I guess it's a bus.
Ah! Oh, man. Okay, that's so cool. And again, it speaks to childlike representation. Kids see symbols in very simple ways. They don't understand fish versus bus. They understand things based on like sight and utility. So if you write it, all of a sudden it doesn't have to be a fish, it's a bus because I wrote it. Differentiation, like defining things by what they are is one thing, but also defining things by what they are not is an even more sophisticated way of processing the world. And so differentiation of symbols and objects is something that comes with time. So we really are going through development. Like this is, to me, this is like the coolest thing ever because this is what I spent my entire PhD program learning is stuff like this, immersing in like how humans develop, cognitive development, relationship development, all this stuff. This is so badass. This is so badass. feel like I'm on like a Jefferson Airplane music video.
I've got eyes on the target. And I've got eyes on me. Hi!
I also like that the music's building upon itself.
I see the violin! Did you see it? Sorry if you already saw it. I just think we should be checking in with each other. You know?
There we go.
Quit messing around, will you? The crowd's only getting rowdy.
There we go.
Yeah.
Light and time band together to fill the universe.
This is what it feels like to be on shrooms.
You guys, stay away from my friend here. I'm warning you. Peace and quiet again. How nice.
Acid? Yeah, that would make sense. I love the time signature for this
Why did he
music
put his
too.
violin in here anyway? To protect the sound? Is it climate controlled?
The tip of the tongue, the lips and the teeth.
Oh, what's this? Do you eat it?
Only if you're not careful.
Oh, let's do that again.
Testing, testing.
There we go.
Perfect. I don't know how to get in here. Can I?
but our minds. It's all so beautiful, but it's too much. Too many colors.
Don't panic.
Ah, you said panic.
It doesn't work, Raz. Yeah, what are you doing? Of course he's gonna panic. I can slow him down now.
Stay calm, man. Stay calm.
Stay calm is better than don't panic. Stay calm is much better than don't panic because stay calm is the alternative. Now, you don't just facilitate calmness by saying it, but it's better than saying don't panic. When he said you said panic, boom.
My heart is racing. Do I have a heart? Oh no. I can't breathe. You're handling this so much better than I would be. I feel like I'm about to go on stage. I don't like it here. My fight or flight.
Yeah, take that, panic.
Oh, thank you. I don't know what got into me.
Perfect.
What's that sound? This guy needs a duffel bag tag.
Once we get these light ticklers hooked up, the stage show is going to be incredible.
I think I hear some emotional baggage nearby.
You ever not do something when told so? I'm mostly thinking of the don't talk. Yeah, no, that's why goals in the negative are worthless. It's all about telling people what to do instead.
I hope this goes better than last time.
A lot of times when people say to kids, don't run,
So much?
kids will do like, they'll skip or whatever. And then when parents get annoyed, they'll go, what the hell? And the kid says, well, I'm not running. So if you ever want like kids to do something, tell them what to do, not what not to do. Adults too, but kids are the most common example of like they're gonna have a harder time processing that than adults. Damn it.
I love the shading and the perspective. Am I using these terms correctly? It's been a while.
Yes.
Hey, more of those killing frames. High five. Wait, don't do that. I'd go flying like a racquetball. Don't tell Vision I said this, but eyeballs are kind of gross. If you look at them closely. I already feel horrible for saying that.
Craze. Nicotine addiction is one of the hardest things for humans to kick. I recommend talking to a doctor.
This is a blender, right?
They can help you create a quitting plan that's right for you.
Well, this is a strange way to use a blender. Oh, you're right. It's a lamp. A lamp for making drinks.
I love this so much.
Good old Vision. He always had such a good eye for, visuals.
We are all just frequencies in the same beam of light. Rainbow
Think that
bound
statue's big
and
enough?
bond.
Oh, well, you need a big ego at the front of the band, am I right?
Testing. Is this mic on? Can we get a little more volume in this mic? Check 1. Or is this 2?
My eyes feel so full, I think they might throw up. Is that possible? Is that what crying is?
Technically, I guess.
Check.
Have you guys ever tried saying yes? I remember now. This stuff is called ivy. I assume because of all the giant eyes.
Inductive reasoning at its finest.
Okay, I know this looks like a blender, but do not pour any drinks in it. That's it. The path is clear to the object we desire. What was that again? Something to do with mixed drinks?
Is this the end? Or have we bent around back to the beginning?
Asking all the right questions. I want to figure out how to get over there. Oh, I completely missed getting over there to get that nugget of wisdom. I don't think it's that complicated for me to go back and get. I want to get that.
Yep.
Man, I'm going. All right, whatever. I already committed.
Ooh, those look dangerous. Let's go somewhere else.
I'll take this nugget.
There we go. Rest. Stop. Woo!
Man, this is a lot to take in. But I like it.
You too, buddy.
Oh, right, it's a violin. That's what we wanted. Well, what are you waiting for?
Nothing. I'm just grabbing some things.
Yeah!
Hell yeah. What? What?
Well, and it's better, but to handle a crowd that size, we need the whole band, man.
Oh, boy.
We need Tasty, Sniffles, Dr. Touch.
And Audie.
Yeah, Audio. You're remembering, man.
Where are they all now?
Oh, they wandered off when the audience left. Could be anywhere. This festival covers so many acres.
Hey! Didn't we used to have a cool band van?
Oh, yeah. Toot toot. Let's go.
I'll bet they're still at the festival somewhere.
Woohoo! So what's driving?
We're not here to run people over, all right? They might have wandered into the campgrounds, it's true.
Whoops.
Careful. This van's barely holding together as it is. These are the concession stands. If they got hungry, they'll be here.
Oh my god, I love this so much.
Ooh, our promoter's not gonna like that. Good idea. Let's look here. Tasty and Sniffles hung around here a lot. Oh, so many scents and flavors.
And lines, man. So many long lines.
I'll go find Tasty and Sniffles.
All right, I'll do this.
Wow. Look at all the Nicks. They sound hungry. Yes! Got the duffel bag tag.
Music is literally perfect.
What's
man.
that sound?
Oh, what's up, Jay? Thank you for the raid, dude. Y'all, if you don't know this, I am actually partnered with Dauntless Snacks. !Dauntless. You can go to that website. You pick up the most delicious beef sticks you've ever had in your life. Beef sticks that'll make your world feel like this. If you use code UMATTER at checkout, you get 10% off your order and you support the stream. Jay, I hope you had a great stream.
But I'm on a mission.
Thank you so much for bringing folks my way. Jay's a veteran. He works his ass off, and his snacks are truly incredible. Cannot recommend them enough.
I think if I fell into that hungry crowd, they would eat me.
Come on. Come on. Oh. just cut the line.
Excuse me?
Hang on,
It's
kid.
the nose and the
We're
mouth.
trying to decide what to order.
You can eat after the show. Vision and Psy King are waiting by the van.
What? Psy King is back?
Let's get our instruments.
We've been in this line for so long, I'm not even sure where they are.
Do they have corn dogs? If so, that's what you should get.
Kid, the Psyking is back. This is no time for eating. I can't believe I just said that.
Why don't you just buy new instruments?
My instrument is like a part of me.
Yes, mine too. But part of me I set down somewhere and I can't remember.
If you guys let me take a look, I'll bet I can find them.
Oh, Tasty, I can't decide.
Well...
I'm cocaine, confirmed.
Maybe I can find their instruments before they make up their minds.
Pure uncut Raz.
I'm just assuming these are big gumballs. I swear I can taste this thing. My instincts are telling me not to hold this thing too long. What are these made of?
There we go.
I have to admit, I'm a little afraid of this one.
Why? Because of all the tongues and boogers? That's all just part of being in a band, man. That certainly took a long time. Come on, our fans are waiting.
This is crazy. I can't believe how
like the way
involved this
across.
is.
The secrets of the universe are always on the tip of your tongue.
I'm so sorry if anybody here has misophonia.
So many people eat without really tasting. Such a shame.
Oh no.
Certainly an adequate supply of tongues in here. It's one of those double-decker buses.
Oh, I missed.
Here's the steamer trunk tab.
Neat work.
Oh, these things feel weird.
I think you're lucky I can taste you. Want to know what you taste like?
Not really.
You taste like shoes. But new ones. What's that smell? Oh, God, it's my own sweat.
Hey, don't.
I can smell my own sweat. You're not supposed to be able to do that, are you? Oh, God. Now I can taste it. Ah.
You're gonna have another panic attack because there's so much sensory overload. Okay.
How do we get out of here? Stay calm, man. Stay calm. I don't like it here. How do we get out of here? Oh no, I can't breathe. My fight or flight response is triggering. I say fight. I feel like I'm about to go on stage. My heart is racing. I have a heart. I feel like I'm about to go on stage. Oh no, I can't breathe. How do we get out of here? I don't like it here.
Take that panic attack.
Oh, phew. Oh, yeah. Back to my regular smell again. Which, if I'm being honest, I've never heard any complaints about.
Why would somebody complain about your smell? You may complain about how you smell, but not what you smell.
You can't breathe without smelling. That's part of life. That nostril is as hairy as a St. Bernard turned inside out.
What's going on with these?
You know that without smelling, most flavors fall flat? That's a known fact. We did it!
Yep.
I'm the uvula?
Whoa. I did not see that coming.
Alright, Raz. I can respect it.
I was about to jump in there.
Were you? Oops. Just die, yep. Perfect. Where my jawbreakers at? They're over there.
Oh! My instincts are telling me not to hold this thing too long.
I like the smell of this bridge. The flavor of the Big Bang is never expanding.
Little bonus area, it looks like. Oh.
This breach has a strong smell. That's a good sign.
Can you smell the universe?
Uh-oh. She heard... That's the first time we've heard somebody else's voice, I think. Or unless maybe that's the sound of his nose. Oh, half a brain. Cool.
Every breath you take, you absorb the aroma of the unknown.
Yeah, we got the bass and the guitar, it looks like.
Okay, those people just don't appreciate flavor. But I loved
Ooh, that's a good look on you, Psy King.
We need to get the whole band back together. Am I right?
We need Dr. Touch. And we need audio.
That is where I, very unfortunately, am going to have to end it. If you've been watching this VOD on YouTube, thank you so much for watching it. I hope that you will subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Come watch us live over on Twitch at some point. Leave a comment. Make sure you like the video, all that good stuff. All my socials are down in the description if you want to follow those as well. I'll catch you in part 6.